Well, hello, Richard. It is finally Friday.
Happy Friday to you. We made it.
It's been a long week.
Yeah, it has.
I don't know. I think we've collectively, as a city, probably exhausted all small talk about the weather. But the weather, my God, the weather.
The weather is something. I kind of like rainy days, though. I don't know about you, but I don't really. I don't want to see anyone's house get flooded. But I kind of like rainy days, you know.
I've had a headache that is so brutal. It's 3 days now. It's just starting to lift, but it's so brutal. Like the back of my eyes feel raw. I actually believe it's because of the weather.
Yeah, I feel really bad. I mean, you feel bad for your headache, but for Adrian Gabriel.
Come on, he looks so good out there.
He does, but I don't know who he upset. I think he parked in Francis's parking spot or something. He's been out in the rain for like days.
No, he's not a meteorologist, but he is most definitely the weather specialist who's taken, he's done amazing stuff at taking all of us to the island, under the water. We've been into people's basements. You know, it affects a lot of people. He's done a great job.
He has. Employee of the month for Adrian.
Yeah, I think he does get a gold star. If we were handing out gold stars, I would give him one. But this weather does have an impact on the markets. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, this is interesting. There has been a lot of studies over the years, Avery, about the relationship between weather and stock market performance. And a lot of the data, it seems to indicate that cloudy, rainy days, like we have here in Toronto, generally leads to more selling over time. Research also finds that when brokerage analysts work in bad weather, they respond more slowly to earnings announcements than analysts in good weather environments. And it's just really the relationship that weather has on our mood. You know, the gloomier it is, maybe the more depressed we feel, and that leads to more selling as far as stocks are concerned. This is the same reason, Avery, why stock returns on Mondays are generally lower than on any other day of the week. Traders just have a case of the Monday. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to look at.
We're looking at that throughout the next couple of hours on the newscast about how this weather is affecting people's moods, because it does. You just kind of feel blah. Listen, tell me about the jobless numbers. Not so great.
No, not really at all. Canadian April jobs numbers in today. Canada creating just 3,200 jobs, much less than the 10,000 expected. Unemployment rate did fall to 6.5%, but that was because many people gave up looking for work.
Yeah.
All the gains, Avery, were part-time and were in self-employment jobs. So that's not good.
No, it's not at all.
No, these are not good jobs. And the annual pay increase is slowed to 0.7% overall and just 0.2% here in Ontario. So nobody, it seems, getting raises these days. So some troubling numbers here for sure, with job growth kind of stalling in April.
All right, so we know that the French presidential election's final round goes on Sunday. Obviously, financial markets and betting markets are involved in this. They're already started predicting who's going to win.
They are. We actually saw a rally for stocks today. Many feel it will be Macron who will be the victor. He's the centrist, and he's the candidate in favor of staying in the European Union. So that represents stability for stocks. He's attracted 76% of all bets. A dollar wagered on Macron would pay out $1.11. The bond market's also sort of pointing towards a Macron victory. But you know, Avery, everyone thought Britain would remain in the euro, and then we had Brexit. Everyone, the markets, thought Donald Trump would lose, and we know what happened back in November. So anything can happen on Sunday, and it could throw the markets for a loop on Monday.
All right, speaking of betting, 143rd Kentucky Derby goes tomorrow, and there's an Ontario connection to this.
Yeah, there is. I want to show you the horse. It's called State of Honor is his name, and it's an Ontario-bred and owned horse, and it's going to be in the biggest horse race of the year, the Kentucky Derby tomorrow. It's a big horse. 5'9" is how tall it stands. Only has one win, though, in 10 career races. Let's take a look just for fun at some of the names going in this race tomorrow.
This is how I pick if I ever go to the track. This is how I pick, only by the name.
So pick a winner here.
McCracken. I'm picking McCracken.
McCracken is a good name, 6-1. Classic Empire is the favorite tomorrow. Their State of Honor, the Canadian, he's a bit of an outsider, 33-1. So we'll see what happens. A lot of money being wagered, Avery.
I'm really resisting a joke. I am so, it's Friday and I'm resisting a joke. So I feel as though I've just pulled myself in. I'm in control. There will be no jokes.
Be careful. Be careful. We want to see you back here on Monday, okay?
We want to see me back here for sure, 100%. Yes. Let's talk about the Crayola. You know, they always make a big deal about when they retire colors and then when they bring them back. We know that yellow dandelion gone a few weeks ago. There's a new shade out.
Yeah, it's a new shade of blue, and they're just showing it off. I want to show it to you, and they haven't named it yet. They're actually asking people to come and name it. Crayola's new blue color, based on a blue pigment discovered in 2009. Scientists at Oregon State University accidentally discovered this blue pigment when they were experimenting with materials to be used in electronics. It will join 4 other blues in the Crayola box. Crayola decided to get rid of dandelion yellow after polls showed that people wanted it gone. So there's your new Crayola, Avery.
I don't want to bust Crayola's chops on this, but that blue looks like blues I've seen before. I don't think they discovered this color.
Yeah, they were making a big deal about how it was discovered in a lab, but yeah, it kind of just looks like an ordinary blue. But
it looks blue. Sort of like the way we're all feeling with this weather.
Indeed.
Listen, let's hope for when we see each other again on Monday that it's lots of sunshine, and I hope you have a great weekend.
You too. Thanks, Avery.
All right, Richard.